we are studying the topic housing for dairy animals. In this chapter, the first aspect we have discussed was about objectives of housing. In the last lecture, we have discussed about objectives of housing for dairy animals. Why it is necessary to provide shelter or housing to the dairy animals. Today, we will discuss about the different points to be considered while selecting site for a dairy farm. So, selection of site. For dairy farm. This topic we are going to discuss today. Now, when we go for constructing a dairy farm, when we decide to have a project of a dairy farm, we have to select a site. And we cannot select a site at random. We have to consider some important points while selecting site for dairy farm. So, which are those different points and why they should be taken into consideration, that we are going to discuss in today's lecture. The first and most important point to be considered is about topography. Topography means the geographical location of the site or land where we are going to have the dairy farm. Now, this land which we are going to select for the purpose of dairy farm should be located at an elevated place. Means it should be at a higher plane as compared to the surrounding land. Now, why it should be located at an elevated place? It is for the purpose of easy drainage of water. There are two purposes. One is for easy drainage of rainwater, and secondly, if the water is not drained properly, if the water stagnates, then it may lead to many of the problems related with the health of animals, related with the health of the workers, and also with the day-to-day activities of the farm. That is why the land should be at an elevated place for easy drainage of rainwater. That is the first objective of having the land at a higher plane. Then the second requirement why it should be located at an elevated place is the exposure of land to sunlight. Sunlight should reach to the land where we are going to construct the farm. Now, the sunlight should also reach to the floor of the house where the animal house is constructed. The ultraviolet rays of the sunlight, it is going to disinfect the floor, or it is going to kill the microorganisms. Secondly, at the farm we are going to cultivate the crops for the purpose of feeding of animals, and for that purpose also sunlight is required. So, the land should be well exposed to sunlight, or sunlight should directly reach to the land. With this purpose, the selection of land is at an elevated place. That is the first point to be considered while selecting site for a dairy farm. So, topography is one. Second one is soil type. The type of soil at the site should be fertile. Why it should be fertile? Because we are going to cultivate the feeds and fodders. At the farm only. If we purchase the feeds and fodders from market and provide it to our animals, it will be more expensive. We are running this farm as a business, so we should minimize the expenses and we should be able to increase the profit. Out of the total expenses carried out on the animal farm, about 70% expenses are for feeds and fodders. Suppose we are having a rupee and we are utilizing it at the farm, 70 paisa will be for feeds and fodders. So, if the feeds and fodders they are purchased from the market, it will put to loss the dairy farm, or it will reduce the profit of the dairy farm. That is why the feeds and fodders are cultivated at the dairy farm only, and for that purpose the land or the soil type should be fertile one. That is the second point to be taken into consideration with reference to site selection. Then the third point is water supply. We say without water the life is not possible, and at the dairy farm we are rearing the live animals. So water is the must. At the site where the dairy farm is to be constructed, there should be a rich source of clean and fresh water. The water which is clean and fresh should be available in ample quantity at the farm, because water is required for different purposes. What for water is required? It is required for drinking purpose. It is required for feed cultivation. It is required for cleaning purpose. So, we are in need of ample quantity of water, and it should be available. The source of clean and fresh water should be available at the site. If it is not available, it will not be possible, or it will not be profitable for us to start a farm at such site, because purchasing water from the market is very expensive and it will put down the profit of the dairy farm. So this is the third point, water supply. First one is topography or geographical location of the site. Soil type, it should be fertile for cultivation of feeds and fodders. Then third one is there should be a rich source of clean and fresh water at the farm. Then the next point is availability of electricity. In today's date, in the modern era, we are using different types of equipments. The process or day-to-day activities at the dairy farm, they are mechanized. And all these modern equipments, they are running on electric power. So by using manpower, it is difficult to run a farm which is having a large number of animals. Suppose you are having 1000 animals at your farm. It will be more easy if you are operating it with the help of modern equipments instead of using the manual manpower. So electricity is the must for working Then the computers are there in today's date for keeping the records. In day-to-day activity also, for carrying out even routine managemental practices, electricity is the must. It is required for the families of labor. It is required for pumping of water. So for each and every activity almost, water or any other purpose, electricity is required, and that is why the site should be located at such a place where the electricity is easily available. So that is the fourth point to be taken into consideration. Then the fifth one is accessibility of the site. Accessibility means it should be accessible. We are running the farm means we should be well connected with the market also. We should be well connected with the roads for transportation purpose. We have to purchase some of the things from the market, and we have to sell our livestock products from the farm. For that purpose, the farm should be accessible. It should be well connected with roads. It is not necessary that it should be located nearby a city, or it should be located nearby a highway, but at least it should have a connection with a road from where the easy transportation is possible. That is accessibility or connection with the road. That is another point to be taken into consideration. Then next one is surroundings where the farm should be located. The first and most important point is it should be away from human colonies. The site should be located away from human colonies. If it is located nearby the human colony, it is possible that many of the health hazards or health problems may be created to the human beings from the animal farm. That is the first requirement. Then it should be located away from the cities. If you are going to start a farm at a metro city, it should be preferably located away from the city. Not only due to the problems to human colonies, but also taking into consideration the cost of land. If nearby the cities, the cost of land is more, so our investment or input will be more, which will be adversely affecting the profit of our business. So surroundings should be away from human colonies and away from the metro cities. While selecting site, these 2 points should be taken into consideration. Then another point is regarding facilities for laborers. For carrying out day-to-day activities, routine practices at the farm, manpower is also required. It is in the form of manager, it is in the form of laborers or workers. The workers, they are residing in the campus of the farm along with their families. So we should be able to provide basic facilities to the laborers and their families. Which are the basic facilities? Basic facilities such as market. It is required for purchase of different day-to-day requirements, or for carrying out their livelihood. They can purchase the things from the market. If the market is located away from the site, the transportation facility should also be made available to the laborers and their families. That is the first facility requirement. Secondly, hospital facility should be available to the laborers and their families, alright, to take care of their health. Then third one is it is also very important, education to the children of the laborers working over there. So the school should be located nearby the site, or transportation facility should be made available to the children of the laborers for getting education. That is also important. And there should also be a facility for entertainment. Entertainment is also one of the requirement of the laborers and their families. Of all of us, we also need in some quantity the source of entertainment. So it should also be made available if possible. But these are the basic facilities: availability of market, availability of health facilities, and availability of educational facilities to the children of laborers. So this is another important point which should be considered while selecting site for a dairy farm. Then the last point is about marketing. Our purpose of running a dairy farm is to produce the livestock products at the farm level and sell them in the market, and ultimately to get profit out of that business. So marketing is a very important aspect of dairy farming or any type of animal farming. The livestock products, they should be marketed. Unless and until they are marketed, we are not going to get the income and in turn the profit. So marketing, for the purpose of marketing, the market should be located at such a distance where easy connection from farm to the market is possible. It will be easy for us to carry the livestock products from the farm to the market. Suppose it is a dairy farm, as we are studying it for dairy animals only. The main livestock product produced is milk, and if it takes a long time for transportation, this milk will get spoiled. Alright, the milk, the microorganisms, they will grow in the milk if it is kept at room temperature for a longer time, and the milk will be spoiled, and the owner of the dairy farm will be put to a heavy economic loss. So that is why it is recommended that while selecting the site, it should be at such a place from where the market is accessible easily. It should be well connected with roads also, and within minimum time before the milk is going to get spoiled, it should reach to the market for marketing purpose. So this is about the last point, marketing. Market is also required to purchase some of the requirements for the farm and to sell the end products of the farm to the market. So this is all about the points to be taken into consideration while selecting site for a dairy farm. I will repeat it in brief for you. What we have studied. Today we have studied about the different points to be taken into consideration for selection of site for a dairy farm. The different points to be considered are, you can note it down: topography, we have discussed these points; soil type, water supply, electric supply, accessibility, surroundings, facilities for labor and their families, and last one, marketing. So these are the important points, 8 important points to be taken into consideration while selecting site for dairy farm. So till date we have studied about objectives of housing and the points to be considered while selecting site for a dairy farm. In the next lecture we will study about different systems of housing for dairy animals.